welcome to our class, the Python tutorial. Today we'll take the while loop. And in our last class we explained the for loop. We said the for loop is used to iterate over a sequence first and then it loops and all of that. And now today we'll be taking the while loops. What is the while loop used for? What is the while loop used for? The while loop is different from the for loop in the sense that the while loop continues the loop, continues that loop as long as a specific condition is met. Different from the for loop in the sense that the for loop first iterates over a list of sequence before it continues. You get why the while loop, as long as that specific condition is met, it could be a condition whereby 2 is greater than 1. As long as 2 is greater than 1, it's true to keep looping. Let's say 2 is less than 5. It keeps looping until 2 is greater than. So we keep adding. We keep adding 1 until 2 becomes less than 5. It's used in situations where we do not know the amount of items in that sequence. So it iterates. Is the for loop that iterates over the sequence, but the while loop we check the condition. If the condition is true, to loop again until the condition becomes false and it breaks out of it. So it's just as easy as that. The image is shown here. Can you see? It enters the while loop, tests the expression. As long as it's true, it repeats that same expression as long as it's true. And then when it becomes false, it breaks out of it. So that's just what the while loop is about. So it's as easy as that. So let me explain it. Let me explain it in practical form so that you understand it better. So let's give our variable. Let's name our variable numbers. Right, starting from 0. So we use the while loop. So while numbers is less than 10. As long as our numbers is less than 10. Let's keep printing our numbers. So once it gets less than 10, it will break out. Once it gets up to 10, it will list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, till it gets to 10, it breaks out of the loop. So now in while loop is different from the for loop in the sense that we need to keep adding. As I told you, we need to keep adding 1 to number, or else the numbers will be 0 and it will be stagnant and it keeps looping because it will be proving true. 0 is always less than 10. But if we are adding 1 to 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, it gets to 9 and it gets to 10 and breaks out of the loop. And run the code. Okay. So print numbers now. See the numbers. Now you see it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and breaks out of the loop. Now another concept in the while loop is the breaking. When we break at the middle, probably want to stop at 5. I know 5 is not up to 10. It's not even close to 9 yet. Our condition is that once it gets to 10, it should break out. But we want to break out at 5, while being in the condition that once it's less than 10, once it's up to 10, it should break out. So we want to just stop at 5. So we say while numbers. So we say while numbers is less than 10, while numbers is less than 10, it should print numbers. Print our numbers. Now, if once our numbers is equal to 5, we still want to break at 5. If our numbers is equal to 5, let it break out of the loop. Break, and then we do our normal adding. So numbers will equal to numbers plus 1. Sorry, there are background noises. Sorry about that. So let's see. Alright, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it breaks out at 5. Can you see the output here? It breaks out at 5. And then there's the continue statement. The continue statement continues the loop, but removes that particular number we set it to be. It will remove 5. But then the difference between the continue statement is that and the breakout statement, break statement is that we should count from the beginning. We have to start counting from the beginning. It's not like the break statement that we can count from the end. No, we have to start counting from the beginning so that it will take the counting over the continue. To just break out 5 and then if you put the numbers at the down, once you break out 5, it breaks out from 5. And then 5 will always be less than 10. Then it keeps looping till your system crashes. Look at it. Look at what I'm doing here. Sorry about those background noises. Can you see? Keeps writing 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It doesn't stop until your system crashes. So we have to stop this. We have to stop this. We have to stop this. But then if we start counting at the beginning, it will take the counting first. And then we have to keep the print numbers here. Only keep the print numbers. You can keep it. Let's try. Keep it anywhere. Can you see? No, we have to remove it. We have to keep the print numbers at the end so that it will take the if statement over this. So now see, it has removed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's what the continue statement is for. And then there's another thing, we call it the else statement. The else statement gives an else. So while it's less than 10, so when it gets to 10, what should it do? That's what the else statement is. So what should we do? So now we say while numbers is less than 10. While numbers is less than 10. Right? So I'll be using the continue statement. So let's say numbers first to numbers plus 1. So if numbers is equals to 5, we should continue from there. We would continue from there. Then we say else. So let's print numbers. Print our numbers. So it will keep printing it. Now you say else. What should we do? So else, once it gets to that 10, what should we do? Say the number is no longer less than 10. The number is no longer less than 10. So the number no longer less than 10. So can you see? First it breaks the 5, it removes the 5, and then when it got to 10, we said number is no longer less than 10. So that's how it is. That's how the while loop is. So it should not even show this 10. It shouldn't have shown this 10 itself. It's because you use the else statement, that's why it shows 10. So it shows 10 and then shows that the number is no longer less than 10. Now 10 is now equal to 10. So that's how easy it is. So anticipate my next class. So in my next video, I'll be taking you functions. So stay blessed, stay well, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be getting updates from me. Thank you and God bless.